News Now this morning.
Good morning and welcome back. I'm Matt Monroe.
And I'm Lindsay Thiessen for Emily Zink. It's Tuesday, April 18th.
And this morning, 4 shootings in 3 days. The first, police are now trying to piece together a crime and figure out why somebody would shoot a toddler.
We've been following this story since it happened near 103rd and Hamilton yesterday. Right now, the family is hoping their little girl will pull through. 3 News Now reporter Shantae Passmore is live at Children's to explain. Good morning, Shantae.
Good morning, Matt and Linz. Someone drove that little girl right here to Children's Hospital behind me. And the big question this morning is, was this shooting accidental or intentional? And that's what we're waiting to find out from Omaha police, as well as if there are any suspects right now. This was the scene yesterday afternoon. Police blocked off an area in the Pine Tree apartment complex. Normally, it's a quiet area, neighbors say. And from family to friends right now, people are hoping this little girl pulls through.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's hard to hear about a kid, you know what I mean, that happening to him, so, you know what I mean, best wishes go out. And
for Omaha police, this marks the 4th shooting investigation since Sunday, and we'll keep you updated as far as what police have to say with this shooting investigation and when we get an update about this toddler's condition. But for now, reporting live near Children's Hospital, Shantae Passmore, 3 News Now this morning.
Loved ones and friends will gather this evening to remember an Omaha father gunned down Easter Sunday. As the family of 29-year-old Trent Studheit mourns, they are hoping Omaha police will make an arrest. Sunday night, someone gunned down Studheit in a parking lot at 26th and Hamilton. He was taken to the hospital where he died. So far, there are no suspects. That prayer walk is at 5:30 this evening in the parking lot of the Pilgrim Heights Senior Center.
New this morning on 3 News Now, police arrested a suspected carjacker hours after the crime. Officers say a man carjacked a victim near Park Avenue in Mason around 11 o'clock last night. Around 2:30 this morning, OPD located the suspect and the car near 31st and Fowler. Charges are pending. Also, new details this morning in an officer-involved shooting in that same area. We now know the name of the suspect.
That's right. This morning, 31-year-old Dylan Trejo remains in the hospital. He's accused of shooting at the officers. Investigators say Trejo robbed the Buc-ee's near 24th and Martha at gunpoint just after 2:30 Monday afternoon. Less than an hour later, officers say he stole a pickup truck at 50th and Farnham. They eventually stopped him near 26th and Reese around 4:20 in the afternoon. That's when Trejo attempted to run from officers. Police say he then shot at them. An officer returned fire, hitting him at least one time. That police officer is on paid administrative leave pending an investigation. So far, police have interviewed 9 witnesses and 11 Omaha police officers. And the 4th shooting. This one happened late last night. New details this morning. Omaha police say a 15-year-old showed up at Nebraska Medicine with a gunshot wound to his arm. The victim says just before 6 last night near Lake James Park, that's at 48th and Bedford Avenue roughly, someone in a black 4-door car shot at him. Police say the victim is okay.
A West Omaha daycare owner caught on camera allegedly hitting and shaking a 4-year-old girl is out on bond this morning. Our camera was rolling as Lynn Rowe posted bail and left the Douglas County Jail. A judge set Rowe's bond at $10,000. She posted the required 10%. Police arrested her last Thursday on a felony warrant in Missouri Valley, Iowa. Last week, the girl's parents told 3 News Now it was shocking to see.
Oh boy, a lot of anger. Mixed emotions too.
You're mad, you're sad, you're confused, upset. I mean, we feel betrayed by her.
Rose surrendered her daycare license after the state of Nebraska issued an emergency order closing the business. The judge told Rowe she could get 3 years in prison if convicted.
This Weather Alert Team forecast sponsored by Elite Exteriors, Roofing, Siding, and Windows.
All right, once again this morning we're tracking showers and storms just to the west of us, kind of the big show that's going on as we start off this Tuesday. Lighter rain kind of out ahead of that into western Iowa, although we have seen a little increase in the thunder and lightning into northwestern Iowa. Again, most of that north of you folks in Denison. And then from Sioux City back toward Grand Island, a line of showers and storms actually increasing a little bit. You can see a little more red, and notice this line kind of getting a little more of an arc to it. So wind gusts could be a little more of an issue. It's moving quick. You get about a 10-minute period of very heavy rain, and then things kind of die down with lighter rain behind it. So far, nothing severe with this, but we'll definitely keep tabs on it this morning. We're actually under a marginal risk for some strong storms. And again, this looks like it probably comes in after about 8 or 9 o'clock into the metro, or say about an hour and a half from now. It's going to be brief, probably about a 2-hour period of total rain, at least in the area. I think the heaviest rain again lasts for about probably 10 minutes in any one spot in this narrow line here. Otherwise, it looks like this afternoon will kind of dry out, and after a mild start, temperatures will not be a problem today. There's 57, a common number. Hanscom Park, Bills, Blue Ridge, all still reporting that. And out at Autumn Grove and West Omaha right now, one better at 58. All right, we'll track it together on SkyCast. There you see the clouds increasing and kind of building up, indicating showers and thunderstorms. And then watch here as we go, say from about 8:30, 9 o'clock. There's the shower and thunderstorms. You can see them blow through quickly. And then as we head towards the afternoon, partly sunny. There's a brief possible shower chance there. You saw that for a few minutes between about 3 and 4 o'clock. So we can't completely rule it out, but I think the big show and the main effects are coming here early this morning. Otherwise, temperatures look good, well into the 70s. And again, tomorrow will be well into the 70s. Otherwise, we're going to have to watch the possibility for strong to severe storms tomorrow. We're actually in a slight risk as we head towards tomorrow afternoon from Omaha south and east. So, Matt, once again, we'll get into that a little bit more in full weather coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you soon, Ryan. This week, a big decision will strike at the heart of a small Nebraska community in the despair over rampant alcoholism at the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation just across the state line. On Wednesday, the Nebraska Liquor Control Commission will decide whether or not to renew the liquor licenses of the 4 beer stores located in White Clay. They sold the equivalent of 3.5 million cans of beer in 2015, even though the village only has 9 full-time residents. 3 News Now will be down in Lincoln for the decision.
The 2 candidates fighting for your vote for Omaha mayor disagree on unimproved roads. Challenger Heath Mello unveiled his plan to fix up the streets that developers built years ago. They're not up to code. He wants to create an infrastructure bank that would rely on state and federal money, plus donations and private funds. Mayor Gene Stothert argued that Mello doesn't understand how the city operates.
If we can't come up with a long-term 10-year needs assessment plan for our city, it's going to be tough for us as a city to truly grow and become the city of the future.
This is the first time ever we've put asphalt in the capital improvement plan too, because general capital improvement is 15 years or more for the longevity, but there are areas in Omaha that can just have an asphalt overlay that can last more than 15 years.
Stothert's plan has $11 million for street repairs in the budget. It's the first time the city will pay for half the cost for paving unimproved roads. Right now, 6:39. Here are the stories that are making headlines. President Trump heads to Wisconsin today, one of the states that handed him an upset victory in November to propel him to the White House. The president will visit a tool factory in Kenosha, Wisconsin, as he pushes the rollback regulations on manufacturing. Today's visit brings the president to Snap-on Tools. It's a company that started in 1920. It now employs about 11,500 people worldwide.
One of 2 men scheduled for execution by lethal injection in Arkansas has been spared this morning. Overnight, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected the state's request to lift a stay that would have allowed the state to execute Don Davis. The execution of another inmate, Bruce Ward, was also put on hold Monday.
In just a few hours, NASA is doing something historic, and you can watch it live. It's going to live stream a rocket launch with a 360-degree camera. The Atlas V rocket is taking supplies to the International Space Station. Liftoff is going to look a little bit different because of that camera. Yeah. Liftoff 11:11 this morning from Florida. You gonna watch it?
I think I will.
Yeah,
that seems kind of cool.
That seems really neat.
Yeah, it really does. Watching the radar right now, though, in fact, you can see this right over my shoulder here. We're seeing a lot of color on Viper. That showers and thunderstorms increasing, likely impacting us probably a little before 11:11. So maybe it'll be off to the east, and I can take a break and check out what's going on down there.
I hope so, yeah. Have you guys seen the Blue Angels 360 video?
I haven't, no.
Have you seen that?
It's
I
trippy.
mean, if you don't know how it works, give it a shot. Don't do it with your computer. Do it with your phone. Okay. Otherwise, you got to kind of lift the. You can basically, you're in the cockpit of a Blue Angels F-18,
oh, wow. Cool.
And as you look up and down and around, you can see everything around you. The other planes, how close the planes are as they do loop-de-loops and everything else. So that's the 360 effect. So I can't wait to see what that rocket
Watch our
is going to look
stomachs,
like.
though, maybe.
Yeah, maybe so. All right, weather coming up after the break. We'll see you
Okay.
then. Also on the way in our Now Trending report, the popular streaming website Netflix hits yet another big milestone. How many subscribers they have and what they have planned for the future. Time is 6:41, 60 degrees. A lovely start here to our early Tuesday morning, but showers and maybe some pretty decent storms coming in another hour and a half, 2 hours time. Ryan's got full weather after this quick commercial.